for me.
Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Benedict Mathurin.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And now Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. And for the Raptors, Barrett is the 3 and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Grady Dick, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for both of these teams, this is their 4th and final game of group play.
Yeah, and both have done what they needed to do in order to remain in contention for the NBA Cup. But only one side can emerge victorious tonight.
To the inside. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And Toronto calls time here. Here's Quickley, and Toronto calls time here. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
6 to shoot from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play, but Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
And Toronto calls time here. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
About a minute into this first quarter. For 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Here's Nembhard. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Rebound by Olynyk. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Toronto calls time here. You take a look at the Raptors. What a huge game for them in the NBA Cup. They're 2-1 so far. This is the last group stage game.
Look, their home fans are behind them. They're in a great position right now. They just have to finish the job and pick up win number 3 tonight, and they'll be rolling.
And seeing how things are shaking out for Indiana as well. A 3-0 record in the NBA Cup. Looking tonight to finish group play perfect.
And not an easy thing to do. They'll be tested on the road tonight. But so far, it's been so good for them.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now Mathurin making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Siakam outside. Clock at 6. Halliburton outside. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Now here's quickly.
Timeout.
A 14-point game for him in the win against Miami. And Toronto calls time here. fouls checked in for Toronto. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Toronto, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And of course, Indiana, 7 games behind.
When I look at Indiana, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Back to Turner. Outside Mathurin. Three-pointer. And Indiana misses again.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. #1, the Raptors.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
Now here's Barnes. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
First in shooting percentage, and they're first in the NBA in opposing field goal percentage. What a testament that is to the team. They all put in the work on the defensive end of the floor.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
Indiana shooting their first free throw tonight. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. All right, Clark, a decent chunk into the season now. At what point are you starting to feel the aches and pains?
Well, let me think about that. It all depends, B.A., on your service time in the league. How many miles do you have on your wheels? For older guys, it only takes a few games. For the younger guys, they're on autopilot, and they just go, go, go.
Now here's Siakam, coming off a solid outing against Memphis. 5 to shoot. Second chance effort. Rebound Toronto.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for Toronto. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
And the Raptors with some changes. Abaji's checked in for Olynyk. Barrett comes in for Barnes. And it's Brown in for Dick. The Raptors have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Pass to Pirtle. Quickly outside. Here's Pirtle. To the left side wing. Quickly passes to Brown. Launches it. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana leading. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Mitchell's checked in for Quickly. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton comes in for Shepherd. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Abaji. Back to Mitchell. Now Brown. Beyond the arc. And again, Toronto, no good. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Nesmith. It's rebounded by Barrett. Jackson against Pirtle. Here's Abaji. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Now Halliburton. From deep three-point range. No good on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. Indiana ahead, leading by a point. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. At the 2 and 3, it's Brown and Barrett. Then there's Jakob Pirtle. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Abaji in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. McConnell's shot is off. Brown with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Mitchell. And a big mental mistake as they called timeout when they had none remaining. And they'll pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment. Free throw good. Halliburton. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Misses from close range. Toronto trailing. Mitchell with the ball, and it's McConnell picking him up. There's the 3. Abaji can't hit. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Halliburton. Hauled in by Brown. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The 3 from Mitchell. Indiana with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Nesmith's shot is off.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Mitchell, the pass to Pirtle.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
Indiana shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. throw good. Halliburton. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Pass to Nembhard. 4 on the clock. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now. Raptors trail by 3. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Offensive rebound. And the Raptors miss again. For Indiana, they've got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. On the wing, Nembhard. There's the drive. Can't cash it in from close range. Toronto has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And here's Brown for 3. The Pacers pull it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now here's Mitchell. No points yet. Oh, the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
What? What is he doing? He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Huge mental lapse. What an unnecessary technical.
Boy, you know he's going to hear about that one in the locker room. Not his finest moment. Free throw good. Halliburton. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
He's checked in for Indiana. Here are some of the best and most intelligent shooters in the association. R.J. Barrett, number 1. Emmanuel Quickly, he's 2nd.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Siakam, the pass to McConnell. Now here's Nembhard. Siakam looking it over. Back to Nembhard. Pass to McConnell. Inside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Siakam for 3. Siakam missing again.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just, hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
Indiana shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Pretty easy to get excited about Bennedict Mathurin's potential. He's got a high motor and a terrific set of athletic skills and the ability to knock it down.
McConnell against Quickly. McConnell passes to Siakam. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Siakam missing again.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Well, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call timeout, but had already used them all. They just lost track of the situation.
What? What is he doing? He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Huge mental lapse. What an unnecessary technical.
Boy, you know he's going to hear about that one in the locker room. Not his finest moment.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Indiana leading by 6. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nembhard outside. Outside Mathurin. There's a screen by Turner. The crossover. It's stolen by Olynyk. Outside.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
Indiana shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. So it's the Indiana Pacers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Well, right now for Indiana, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Pacers.
Their defense is getting it done, intimidating shooters, locking down lanes. They force guys to take bad shots and give up on plays.
Intimidating and very disruptive.
Not unlike yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Raptors trail by 7. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
One shot.
One shot.
Indiana leading by 8. Nembhard outside. Siakam outside. Nembhard outside. Pass to Halliburton. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, BA. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Back to Barrett. And a big mental mistake as they called timeout when they had none remaining. And they'll pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment. And that one misses.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
Indiana leading by 8. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And here's quickly. No points so far. Oh, the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment. Free throw good. Halliburton.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
Now here's Nembhard. Guarded by Dick. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam with it. Nembhard outside. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Barnes. The shot by Nembhard, no good. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 9-point game. Back to Dick. Quickly outside. Now Olynyk. Outside Dick. Pass to Quickly.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
What's up?
And the free throw, no good. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like are more comfortable pushing.
Siakam against Barnes. Pass to Mathurin. Just 4 to shoot. On the wing, Nembhard. Guarded by Barrett. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. Raptors trail by 9. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Now we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call timeout, but had already used them all. They just lost track of the situation.
What? What is he doing? He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Huge mental lapse. What an unnecessary technical.
Boy, you know he's going to hear about that one in the locker room. Not his finest moment. Indiana leading by 10. Halliburton left side. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Turner, a screen on Barnes. Here's Siakam. Out left to the wing. Turner finds Halliburton. Turner, a screen on quickly. They get it back. Nembhard outside. They shoot again. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find the shot.
And a big mental mistake as they call timeout when they had none remaining. And they'll pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
What? What is he doing? He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Huge mental lapse. What an unnecessary technical.
Boy, you know he's going to hear about that one in the locker room. Not his finest moment. Free throw no good for Halliburton. And some changes here for the Raptors. Pirtle's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Abaji comes in for Barrett. And it's Brown in for Dick. Indiana leading by 10. Halliburton outside.
I got yours.
Turner, a screen on quickly. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Turner, a screen on Brown. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Goes back up. Abaji with a rebound. On offense, here come the Raptors. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Pass to Pirtle. To the left wing. Brown with it. On the wing quickly to win the drought. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Nembhard. Turner, a screen on Brown. Here's Nembhard. The layup off target.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Launches it from deep. No luck on that one. Pacers leading by 10. Here he goes. Misses from short range.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard. Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
Mind the lane. Nice shot.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Indiana on offense. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Here's Halliburton. Fires from way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Indiana ahead. They're up by 11. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, we're doing a good job of keeping our bodies on their bodies down there. Let's take them all away. Let's take them all away. And when we get it, let's run. Let's run. Let's get out.
And Coach Carlisle appreciating the hustle on the glass, loving the effort there.
Not wanting to waste any time after grabbing rebounds, Coach Carlisle wants his team to push the pace.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the
One shot.
balance.
One shot.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half, getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Pacers leading by 12. Now McConnell, pass to Jackson. McConnell, right side. Comes up empty, down low. Now here's Pirtle. And here's Brown for three. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Halliburton with the ball. Jackson outside. Pass to McConnell. Back to Jackson. Rebound Toronto. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Brown. The quick look, no good that time.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Offensive board. Outside for McConnell. Six on the shot clock. And another shot. Pass to Toppin. Missed it, even after all of those chances. Raptors trail by 12. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Over to the wing. Boucher down low. He's marked by McConnell. And here's Brown for three. And again, Toronto, no good.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Neesmith with it. And it's Boucher picking him up. Here's McConnell driving to the basket. Abaji with a rebound.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
But you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
A line change here for Toronto. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Neesmith. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Siakam outside. There's a screen by Turner. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin. It's rebounded by Barron. Barron's got 4 rebounds now. Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Barnes. To stop the drought. Barrett can't hit. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Halliburton. Nimhard outside. And here's Matherin. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton for 3. Indiana again missing. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Now we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call timeout, but had already used them all. They just lost track of the situation.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Matherin. Turner in the high post. Nimhard outside. Now here's Halliburton. Outside Matherin. 6 on the shot clock. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Siakam. And here's Turner. Turner, a screen on quickly. Here's Halliburton. And too long on the shot. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Hey, there's never a good time to slip up like that, but especially with the game still hanging in the balance.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good. Halliburton. And it's Indiana's ball. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Pass to McConnell. Here's Furphy. Up top, McConnell. Halliburton looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. Back to McConnell. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. So it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, while they've been dominant so far, it's single elimination going forward. A whole new game. But I do like their chances.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.